Meet St. Matthew's. It's 60 years since their first motion picture, but at St. Matthew's they like to leave things for a bit to see if they'll catch on. Tonight, convinced that the movies are here to stay, the church is putting on a film. Meet Matthew. No, not the saint, but Matthew Sprocket, the projectionist. He also likes to leave things for a bit. So much so, in fact, that tonight he's late already. Between them, he and St. Matthew's have much to learn.
Mr. Sprocket! I'm sorry, I'm late. Sure, I missed a turn in the rain was coming down, you know. Yes, well, you're here now. Now, look, I hope the table might be suitable for your requirements. First class, but first class. Would I just have that, what? Look, now. Look, I think that can be safe. You are dealing with an expert. Now. Where'd you like this? What is it? A screen. Well, up there, I suppose. Right. We are now more or less ready, so perhaps if you could take your seats, please. There are some empty ones down front here. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or perhaps I should say friends. May I first of all welcome all of you to what perhaps is a rather momentous occasion in the life of St. Matthew's. For tonight we are to have a film show. And I do feel that in this day and age, this whole matter of communication is extremely important. We Christians need to be prepared to communicate with communications, and we need to do this constantly. But as I said, tonight we are going to have a film show. Now, I realize that perhaps it will quite be a novelty. It might be when I was a younger man. I must say the cinema has been with us now for quite a number of years, and perhaps I should confess that occasionally I visit it myself, although I could really be described as a film fan. But nowadays it isn't only in the cinema. It is in our own homes that we have not only radio, but moving pictures as well in the shape of television. And you have come here to see a film. And it is my privilege and pleasure to introduce you to our very able, not to say talented projectionist, Mr. Matthew Sprocket. And he is going to project our film for us. And I am sure that this will be an experience which none of us will ever forget. you, dear. That's very nice. Thank you. Lovely.
Be all right now, Vicar. Be all right now, don't worry.
Well, patience, dear friends, patience. We live in a technological age, and I suppose in a time like this we must expect the occasional spanner in the works, but I'm sure Mr. Sprocket will soon manage to remove this particular spanner. I do feel that it is very important that the Church should keep abreast of the times, and that it should never allow its members to relax into its bosom, but that it should push them out into the hurly-burly of life's rich pageant. Sorry. Well, the point is that we are all in the dark, and we are all seeking the light. Are you ready now, Mr. Sprocket?
Well, the vicar did say they were in for an experience they'd never forget. So let's start again from the beginning and see how it might be done. Learning to show films efficiently isn't very difficult, but there are perhaps 10 basic commandments. First, make sure that your publicity is as attractive and informative as possible. And second, early preparation is essential. This means that the projectionist must be there in good time, the hall must be prepared well in advance, and this includes adequate blackout when necessary. It's a good idea to have stewards in the hall early to help the projectionist, and in particular to control the house lights. Third, the projectionist should make sure he has all the things he'll need. A proper projection stand, tall enough to clear people's heads, spare bulbs, adapters for plugs, an extension lead for the mains cable, spare spools, brushes to clean the projector, and fuses. Commandment 4. Put the screen where everyone can see it and place the loudspeaker as high as possible to left or right of the screen and facing diagonally across the room. Since you have a mains extension cable, you'll always be able to align the projector correctly with the screen, however far away the main socket may be. 5. Using the brush you've brought, clean the film path, the lens, and, most important, the sound optics. A small piece of dirt can permanently damage a film. 6. Before lacing up the film, switch on the projector and focus the white light on the screen. If necessary, adjust the position of the projector. This should be the last time white light is seen on the screen. Turn on the amplifier and set tone and volume controls to a midway position. Test that the sound system is working by moving the lens brush in front of the exciter lamp. Then lace up the film. This is a projector with automatic threading, which makes lacing easy. However, it is vital to check that the leader is in good condition with no torn sprockets. Whatever the projector, follow the instructions. Advance the film to where the numbers start and turn down the volume. And you are now ready to start showing the film.
Good evening. May I welcome all of you to St. Matthew's. Tonight we have a new venture, which is a film called Followers of the Sun.
Commandment 7. Make sure that whoever does the introduction to the film is clear and to the point.
Lively discussion afterwards. Thank you.
8. The correct starting sequence is important. Switch on the projector motor, not the lamp, and watch the numbers on the leader as they go into the projector. At number 3, turn out the house lights, turn on the lamp, and fade up sound. focus the film and adjust the framing and tone controls if necessary. Now, just before we leave Matthew and St. Matthew's, let's go over these points once again. First, always have good publicity. Second, always be punctual, arriving in good time. Third, preparation is vitally important. Try and think of everything you may need. Fourth, see that your projector, screen and loudspeaker are in the correct position. 5, take care to clean the film path. 6, preset the film and projector controls so that you're ready to start immediately. 7, anyone who does a preamble to the film should know how to stand up, speak up, and shut up. 8, project the film using the correct starting sequence. And 9, well, at last you can sit back and relax, but do be alert for any problem that may arise. Never, never leave the projector while it is running. Oh yes, one thing more too. Do make sure, won't you, that it's the right film, with the right title, and for the right audience.